In tonight's Top Gear, England versus Germany. Can TVR kick them while they're down?
There was a time when British sports cars ruled the world. It was their finest hour. We would drive them in the streets, drive them in the hills, and of course, we would drive them top down to the beaches.
And then you spoiled it all. You started to want comfortable sports cars that didn't break down. And to top it all, you not only wanted them to be fast, you wanted them to handle well.
The British sports car was pushed into retreat. The bold, ruthless efficiency being offered by the Germans was just too strong to resist. With around £38,000 to spend, it seemed that only the BMW M Roadster and the Porsche Boxster S could cut the mustard.
The M Roadster's strongest point is its legendary straight six-cylinder engine. And now, of course, this latest version has got the M3 unit installed, so it's better than ever before. It's also got DSC, dynamic stability control, to ease traction or handling problems, but you can switch it off if you want to have a bit of fun. And this M Roadster is a lot of fun because we voted it our best handling car not so long ago, because it's just like putty in your hands. The Porsche's strength is its overall packaging. It's got these beautiful retro looks, it's got a great driving position, it's got good accommodation, good storage, and with its mid-engine it handles pretty well as well. Well, there's a bit more understeer than there is in the BMW, but that's hardly something you can pick on it for. Indeed, its only real drawback is that it still lacks the sort of power its competitors have. It's only got 250 horsepower, so it is a bit liable to be outgunned by the opposition.
Yet in recent years, the Germans have had total open-air superiority, but they're about to get a rude awakening. TVR have launched their most versatile model to date, the Tamora. It still has the traditional performance punch, but now in a more user-friendly package.
The shorter body of the Tamora sits on the same chassis as TVR's new Tuscan, and it's got the same six-cylinder TVR engine under the bonnet. This time down to 3.6 litres and slightly detuned so that it only gives 350 horsepower, but it also gives a bit less torque, so it's not quite so vicious when you first plant that throttle. And the handling, well, I have to say, this Tamora is the best handling TVR I've ever driven. The slightly softer engine characteristic has been combined with a softer chassis setup. It doesn't bite or attack you. The suspension's a little gentler, it gives you more feel. The steering's got more feel. It doesn't snap at you so quickly. Around this Pembrey racetrack, it's a real delight. It's helped, of course, by the driving position. You sit really low, like you would in a racing car, and you can feel the road through the car. It's an absolute delight.
But while there's no doubting it gives pleasure from the inside, the outside is a rather bizarre blend of bumps and curves, with the short overhangs giving the front and rear a very stunted look, and a rear undertray that reminds you of a duck's tail. The inside, though, is classic TVR, with its seductive blend of leather and turned aluminium switchgear.
The Tamora may have a smile on its face, but whether or not it puts one on yours will depend on just how extravagant your tastes are. One thing's for sure, though, it certainly stands out in a crowd. But can it beat the Germans? Chocked away.
Shall I start with the Porsche? The Tamora may be beaten on style and build quality, but it soon finds the Germans' weakness. With an extra 100 horsepower, the Boxster is an easy target in a straight line. Now, where's that BMW? Faced with almost the same power and a chassis that can turn tighter than any other, the Tamora has a real fight on its hands. And at £36,500, it's £500 more than the Beamer. But in the end, its dazzling individuality wins the day. 7-1, I think. This Tamora can certainly mix it with the top guns.